Hello everybody and welcome to another reaction video. And today we are going to be reacting to a band I've heard of the name before, but I've never actually listened to any of the music before. It is a band called Cellar, darling. So obviously, as is my usual want, I decided to do a little bit of research. I did a little bit of research and I came up with this. Cellar, darling are a three-piece heavy progressive rock band from Winterthur and Lucerne, Switzerland. I hope I pronounced those right. I probably butchered them horribly. Right, the band was founded in 2016, so they've not been going very long. And they incorporate elements of rock, heavy metal, folk, classical and progressive music. Notably, the band uses a hurdy-gurdy, traditional sort of stringed instrument, but it has been modified to include electric pickups. So they actually have an electric hurdy-gurdy. Very interesting. And then I found this little bit. The trio had previously been part of the core membership of the Swiss metal band Illuvity. Illuvity being a band I have covered now twice, I believe, and I really enjoyed their music, so that's an interesting little factoid, and I think that might sort of tip me in the direction of the sort of music to expect from them. The track we're going to look at is a track called Avalanche, or Avalanche, however you want to pronounce it. Tried to find out something about the song. There really isn't much information about it, and there isn't really many lyrics to it either, so we shall see what happens. So I'll put a link to the original video in the description below, and I think we'll just get straight onto it. So, Avalanche by Cellar, darling. Interesting. I love her voice. She's got an amazing voice. The first time I heard Illuvity, they did a track called Call of the Mountain, and that was sung by a female vocalist. I'm not sure if this is the same woman, because the second time I listened to them, she wasn't there, so I'm not sure. But I love the way the music's been put together, and I love the way the song built up from the very beginning. It's very heavy, and I love the combination of all the different sounds in the music. One thing I'm not overly fond of it, but it doesn't make it terrible, is the way that they've used the word avalanche, and going avalanche, avalava, lava, avalava, lava, avalanche, avalanche, avalanche. Yeah. Every time I hear that in the song, it just makes it sound like they're having trouble saying the word. But that's just my personal opinion. It's almost like they couldn't think what to write to fit into the melody of the music. Other than that, it's pretty good. I mean, when it got into the meat of the song, you know, it's quite heavy. You know, they've got really great sound from the guitars, or guitar, singular, should I say? And there was that little bit of hurdy-gurdy in the background, very briefly. I hope they bring that back later in the song. As for the meaning of the song, as I said, it hasn't got very many lyrics. Obviously, it opened up with repeating Avalanche in various different ways, and then it went, freeze your pain, it won't take long, take my hand and hear me call. This is who we are. Ease your fear, elevate, lay with me and close your eyes. So I'm not entirely sure what is going on about. It seems to be almost likening an avalanche to the way drowning is described. People describe drowning as a very peaceful process. And it's like, freeze your pain, it won't take long. Ease your fear, lay with me and close your eyes. So is it like, you know, in order to escape from all the hurt and upset that you're feeling in life, why don't you just lay down in the snow and wait to be engulfed by the pure white snow? It will take away your pain, you know. It won't take long for you to succumb to the snow. Possibly? I don't know. Let's carry on, see where it goes. See what happens. Well, there we go. That was Avalanche by Cellar, darling. It's very, very interesting. I love the combinations of the different styles of music that they threw in there. There wasn't really much, I would say, of the progressive style of music in there that was really noticeable. There's obviously the rock, the heavy metal and the folk music in there, but really not much of the progressive style, I would say. The song carried on there, and she repeated it again at the very, very end of the song. Cover me with snow, freeze me to death, forever I'll lay in the alpine bed. Seasons will change, but I shall remain, stripped bare of my coat, I will rest in peace. So, again, it's what I was saying before, it's like, is it just sort of laying down, letting the avalanche cover you to ease the pain of this world, or, you know, the agony that you're feeling of your existence? I'm not entirely sure. So there, it's like, cover me with snow, it's like, bury me, freeze me to death, you know, in a peaceful manner, you know, just let me go, and I'll lay in the alpine bed, because, you know, trapped under all that snow, you know, you can't really go anywhere. And he goes, seasons will change, but I will remain, so the remains of the body will be laying there. It says stripped bare of my coat, so I can only imagine that means, like, you know, the flesh is slaked away after years of decomposition and putrefaction, and I will rest in peace. So it's like, I will finally be happy, I will finally be at peace, there will be nothing hurting me or harming me anymore, nothing to worry me, I will have not a worry in the world. Just at a guess. So it's actually a pretty depressing song if you think about it, if I'm reading it right. But it was a very well presented song. It was beautifully sung. My only real criticism about it is the way that they used avalanche, avalanche. You know, that kind of ruined the song for me a bit. I mean, it didn't make the song terrible in any way, but I just think they could have done something a bit better with the lyrics. But that's just me. Yeah, it was very, very good. Beautiful piece of music, and I love the incorporation of the hurdy-gurdy and all the other instruments together. It was very, very nice. I would be very much interested to hear some more of their stuff, see if the progressive style creeps into more of their other stuff. So we'll definitely look into that in the future. We'll leave that as it is, I think. Excuse me. Now, I did mention yesterday that it is coming up to be my birthday very soon, and I want to do a video of a awesome track for my birthday. There is a post on the Facebook channel under the community tab asking for suggestions. Now, there are some specific rules to it, such as if you want to suggest a track, you can only suggest one track, because when I asked for the 100th video suggestion, I was getting several people who were suggesting several songs every single day, so I was getting like 12 suggestions from just one person, and I thought maybe that's a little bit unfair. Also, all the suggestions have to be left as comments on that post on the community tab, because when it came trying to like read and write down all the suggestions for the 100th video, they were dotted all over the place over every bloody video that I'd made at the time, and it was hard to collect them all together. So only suggestions that are on that post in the community tab will be taken note of, and you've got until February 19th to give me a suggestion. Any other suggestions will be added to my list as usual, to my normal list, so no suggestion's going to go ignored. Every suggestion that is given to me will be written down, but I will only be choosing one to do for my birthday. So any suggestion that's given to me I will write down. It will be done at some point in the future. So there we go. If you just want to leave a regular comment, regular suggestion, as usual, you can just drop a comment in the comment section below or message me on my Facebook or Instagram, and again, I will write it down and it will get done sometime in the future. Also, Metalhead React is a proud supporter of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation. They are a British-based charity who are set towards putting an end to hate crimes, specifically those aimed at people of the alternative subculture, people who dress in alternative clothing or listen to alternative music. But as a general thing, they want to put an end to hate crimes as overall, you know, because no matter who you are, whether you listen to alternative music, if you dress in alternative fashion, whether you have a different sexual identity, if you identify, you know, if you have different sexual preference, if you're a different religion, if you're a different race, if you're disabled, if you're fully abled, it doesn't matter. Nobody has the right to judge or attack you for the way you live your life. As long as the way you live your life is within the confines of the law, nobody has the right to attack you for it. There is no justification that they could possibly give which would legitimise a physical attack upon you. There is absolutely no reason. And these sorts of attacks have to be put to an end, because, you know, we have enough trouble and conflict in this world as it is. You know, we've got wars going on, we've got politicians dividing us because, you know, they want to make the rich richer, the poor poorer, and it's making things harder already. The last thing we need is to fight more amongst ourselves. There's no need for it. It serves no purpose at the end of the day. It doesn't make you big, it doesn't make you clever. So, you know, it needs to stop. And I think it's a very worthwhile charity, because I've been attacked many times just because of the way I dress, because of the music I listen to. Many of my friends have as well. And there's just no need for it. There's no purpose for it. So, you know. And I think these are the sort of charities that get overlooked a bit, because most charities you look at, it's like trying to solve a disease, or it's rescuing animals and stuff like that, and they're all very, very worthwhile causes. They're very worthwhile. I'm not saying that one deserves more than another, but I think charities like this one, they get overlooked a bit because not many people think about these sort. You know, they don't think about these sorts of things. You know, like trying to change the law and stuff so that people get you know, properly reprimanded for attacking people for no reason. You know, but I don't think people think about it that often. But anyway, I'm waffling on. If you want to find out more about the Sophie Lancaster Foundation, then please do so. By all means, pop over to their website. There is a link in the description below. Find out what they're about, see what they're up to at the moment, and maybe show them a little bit of love and support, and that would be absolutely fantastic. But I'm going to leave that as it is for the time being. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.